Alright, I guess I better give you kind of an update on what I'm doing. So, got this little Chevy, little El Camino that we've been working on. And problem with the window is it wouldn't roll down straight, it wouldn't roll back up. So here's kind of what I've been finding. Alright, well, I kind of started without you. I wasn't sure I was going to be successful at this, but here's what we got going on. This is just your regular window regulator. Of course, they don't make this thing anymore. So as you can see, I've got these new wheels on there, on the ends here. And then I've got another one right here. Now what I had to do with the old ones is I had to I ground this thing flat and then drilled it out and then pounded the chisel in the end of it so it would flare it out a little bit, and that's how I got it to stick. Now this one wasn't quite as bad. What I did with this one is I just kind of warmed it up with the little torch right here and pulled the old one off, and then the other one, as soon as I could, I snapped it back on there, the new one. And I've gone through and I've put some lubrication in here. I've put some inside the wheel itself down in here, right in this portion here. Oh, you can't see it. There it is. And of course it's kind of a mess. You can see how nasty that stuff is. It's just black. But and then you put some inside where the spring pivots. And then on this one, same thing. This one was broken completely off, but I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so this is the piece that actually went on there. And it had just basically just perished. It was rotten. And there was a cover that went over it, and that's gone. So you can see it's kind of rubberized, which is, it's nice for taking up slack, but when it pops off, then it's no good. So you got to use these other ones. And these are from Dorman. They come 3 to a kit, and I've used, you got to buy 2 kits. So you get 3 of these. You get one with the nut on the end, this solid one, and these ones like these that I showed you that had the little hole right here. And you had to pound that in so it made it flush. So unfortunately you got to buy 2 or 3 of these kits to make one window work. And I'm hoping I don't have to dig through the passenger side window. It's rolling up okay. And then another thing that I found on this door, I'll show you that. Give me a second. Alright, so here's the door actuator. And I've got it pulled out of the door over here. This bolts in right here. Hopefully you can see that. And so what happened? So anyway, what was happening with this one, and I'll see if I can show you. This is for the outer door handle here. So this bolts right into the door, and then this piece goes down in here like this. So you can see how that goes down inside there. And whenever they would open the door from the inside, as you can see, this linkage drops down. Well, what I found, and you'll see part of the repair right here, right on the edge, this thing was broken off. So what would happen when they would go to open the door, this being inside here, but it was too short, every time they would flip that inside door, this would pop down right here, and as it did that, this piece of linkage would actually pop out. Now keep in mind it was only up to here, it was pretty short right there. So it would pop out and then it would lay over here and then it would never work again. So you'd have to take the door panel off to fix that. Well, what I found on the other side was that this piece here, this is broken off here, and then this came over and it had a little L shape right on the end. I haven't put the L shape on it, I just got this welded up and ground down, and I had to kind of V-notch the linkage and put a spot weld right in the middle so it would stiffen it up. But that was just among the few problems with this car. Let me show you a couple more things that I found. Alright, these are the mufflers. Look at that. Check out this one. It's worse. Isn't that crazy? They are just absolutely trashed. Well, here's what I think happened. Alright, so basically what you're looking at, this thing's got air shocks on it. And so what I went, and I was putting air in this unit right here, well, you can see it right on the tip there. Oil started coming out. Look at that. Oil was coming out of the end of that hose. See that? Isn't that crazy? And so what happened was the air shock itself has collapsed. And up here on the top, this thing's actually separated up inside here, and it's causing, look at that thing, it's just sitting there dripping all over the place. Isn't that crazy? It's just, look at that. It's just nasty. You know, the air shocks come up, right up inside there, and they go to the gas door. And this side's just the same way. You can put air into the hose here, and it starts leaking right at the air shock itself. So what I think's happened is they've had to overload it, put stuff in the back, or do something like that, and then it's caused it to drag the ground. You can see where it's hit the differential housing a little bit here, banging it into things. And then it's got the exhaust. Somebody put a lot of money into this thing at one time because it had aftermarket cruise, it's got aftermarket door locks, a whole bunch of alarm system stuff on it that's just absolutely shorted out. So I've got new shocks coming for it, and I've got some little exhaust mufflers to put on there, which I will get to another day. But for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this video to you. This poor old car, it needs a lot of work, but I think it'll be alright. I can usually fix most anything. Anyway, I'm going to give you a thumbs up for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot.